To follow that on our website. A story you may have seen this morning on Good Morning America has the nation talking. A wife standing by her man after the woman he was having an affair with allegedly tried to kill her. Not once, but 3 separate times.
Even worse, police say the husband masterminded the attacks. Yvonne Stern of Houston, Texas, was shot at on 3 separate occasions. The 3rd time, she was hit in the stomach.
Police eventually tracked down the alleged shooter, Michelle Geyser. Then detectives say they discovered something else. They say Geyser was having an affair with Yvonne's husband and both had plotted to kill her.
Now, Stern says her husband has admitted to the affair, but she doesn't believe he had anything to do with the murder attempts. She says she's the victim of fatal attraction.
You're hand in hand with the man that they technically want to protect you from. What's that like?
I knew I was going to be judged. You know, what kind of fool am I? Ultimately, it's my life.
Why don't you believe the police? They tell you exactly what they think it is. You don't believe any of it?
No.
Why not?
Because I just know my husband. There's just no way. The affair, okay, I'll give you that one. But to plot to my murder, it's preposterous. I've known this man for 30 years. I know who I'm lying next to.
Joining us to discuss this topic and a whole lot more, today's guest, Andy Hill. He's a retired police sergeant with the Phoenix Police.
And you can also see him often as a guest on Fox News, CNN. He's also recently landed a spot as a weekly contributor on Geraldo Rivera's radio show. Andy, thanks for being with us.
That was great. I'll take anybody as long as they don't get paid, so that's why.
Geez, I'm just glad that you could squeeze us in, as Susan was saying.
Yeah, I'm glad we could fit into your calendar, I should say. We want to get your take on this. Here's a story of police evidence mounting against this woman's husband, but she says, no, I stand by my man.
The thing that gets me the most is this hitman who can't shoot.
Yeah.
I mean,
3 times.
How serious is this? No, it's so tragic when someone gets deceived. Usually the man is more deceived and bumbling, but I feel bad for her because her life is really going to have a difficult time. The police wouldn't come to her and give her that information unless they had some very good probable cause.
Andy, as a sergeant, Andy and I, we came across each other often on crime scenes. As a sergeant and back as if you were wearing the badge, did you ever have those incidents where a victim was really having a hard time with accepting the reality? Is this maybe something in that situation?
Well, absolutely. I would say that she's probably in shock at this point. And I mean, that's the one thing we really don't see. And the biggest example of that is that now the situation with Trayvon Martin's family. Mm-hmm. There they are in shock. They've lost their child, and yet everybody is running to them to talk and to get involved and have statements and feelings and opinions. And they should be grieving, and everybody should be supporting them in that grief. At this point with this poor woman, she should be sitting down with somebody who just tries to help her through the time, because she's got to be in shock. You've been with someone for 30 years and this happens. For her, obviously, she's traumatized.
All right, let's get to what you're saying on Facebook. Sarah Leonard writes, how sad. I'd pack up, drain the bank account, and hide.
Judy Reynolds writes in, pretty much explains the love is blind theory.
Laura Elam, what a dummy. Women do stupid things when they are in love with their men.
And Bonnie writes in, seriously, lady, he's just not that into you. But what a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, but the question is, what if he did do this? Could it get worse for this woman if, in fact, he did plot to kill her? Next time, the 3 shots may work.
Well, hopefully his attorneys just tell him, why don't you file for divorce and just do that? I mean, this is a kind of a wild thing. And the danger really is here is that this man who is willing to hire somebody to kill his wife, I know he hasn't been convicted yet, but if the police story stands up, yeah, it could happen again for him. But she needs to get as far away as she can for a while.
All right.
A hot topic. This is a good one, but we got to move on to the next topic, Sandy.
Yeah, still to come on ABC.